Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Santiago. I'm really glad that you're back here seeing another tutorial on this channel. If you're new here, in this channel we do tutorials mostly about AI powered tools and softwares. If you haven't, I really invite you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out any of the videos that we're going to be uploading. On this video, we're going to be starting a new series of videos about a new software called Higgsfield. You're seeing it on screen right now. Higgsfield is an AI-powered video and image generation platform. It is designed for creators, marketers, and businesses. The platform specializes in creating cinematic quality content with visual effects and ready-to-use presets. You can create videos a bunch of different ways. The software is really deep and really well worked on. There are some AI image generation tools as well inside of the software. You can create characters, at your disposal a bunch of editing tools inside of the software as well. There are some key products inside of the software. The basic one or the free one is called Popcorn. That is the one that we're going to be checking out on this video. There are some other functionalities that are inside of the paid plans. We're going to be checking out all of those in upcoming videos. On this video, we're going to be checking out, as I was just telling you, the Popcorn tool. We're going to be creating some images, some B-roll for your videos. We can apply different styles to these images, and we can upscale those images to use in different scenarios. So as always, I'm going to turn my camera off so you can see my screen better, and I'll see you guys in the end. So this is Higgsfield's homepage. As I was telling you, there are a bunch of different ways in which you can use this software. As of now, we're going to be going to this option right here that says Popcorn. That is the free version of the software. Right here on the bottom, there are two ways in which you can use the software. You can do it with auto or you can do it with manual. If you upload reference images and then describe each of the scenes, you can create it that way, or you can do it with the auto version as well, where you can upload images and describe the mood or the actions you want to create with your scenes. So in order for us to start, we need to describe the mood or the action we want to create in our scenes using this option at the bottom. And once we have that, we can go about the story creation process. Let's say that our video is going to be about a guy jumping on a bouncy bed. That is a really simple prompt. You could also upload reference images of you jumping on a bed for the software to use, but I'm going to show you just how to do it all inside of the software without uploading media of yourself. Once you have the starting point, you can click on generate for free. The software is going to create 4 different results for us to use in our project. We just need to wait a couple of minutes for the software to create the images. These are the 4 images that Higgsfield created in just a couple of seconds. As you see, we have some different options. If we hover over the image, we can edit the keyframe if we click on this option right here, and you can write a different description. If we click on these 3 dots, we can animate the image, we can edit it once again, we can publish it, we can download it for us to use on our local computer, or we can delete it. We have selected the 4 images, but we're going to click on this option that says use. Once you click on use, you can change the description of the images. For example, I want to transform them into a vintage detective scene. You can see which images are selected on the top right here. And if we click on generate for free, the software is then going to take a couple of seconds once again to transform our images into the new description that we wrote. After a couple of seconds, the software already understood the new direction that we wanted to take our images to. I asked him to transform the images into a vintage detective scene, and these are the 4 new results that the software created. If we click on them, we can preview them a bit larger. We can take it a step further and once again select the images, and let's say we want to change the style of the images. If we select another style, for example a cartoon style, we can once again click on generate, and then the software is going to take a couple of seconds to create our final images. After a couple of seconds, the software has already rendered our new images. As you see on the bottom, we have the source images, and on the top we have the cartoon style images. The work that it does is really amazing. I find it really cool that it does it that fast. We can do some other stuff. For example, if we select these 2 images and we click on use, We can then upload another image. I'm going to upload a picture of my face. And let's say that I want to insert my face into these scenes. I can just write that option right here, insert face into scenes. Once again, I can click on generate for free. The software is going to take a couple of seconds to take that instruction into account. And these are the results after a couple of seconds of processing inside of the software. As you see, the work that it does is really, really amazing. This is the picture that I use as a base. And these are the images that the software produced. As you see, it even copied the piercings on my face, the hoodie that I'm wearing, the shirt that I have underneath. And it does a really, really amazing job. I find it really cool and really fast to do so. As you see, all of these are free to use tools. We have a very usable group of images. We have created a bunch of different images that we can use for a B-roll inside of our videos. The final thing that I want to show you in this tutorial is how to upscale images using Sora. If you go to this option right here where it says edit and you click on Topaz to high resolution upscaler, you can upload media that you want to upscale. I'm going to upload one of the images that I created just some seconds ago, the one that is myself portrayed as a cartoon character in a detective setting. Right here on the right, we have different settings that we can pick from. The default model is Topaz, but you can also use Topaz Generative if you want to select different prompts for you to change the scene. You can select the scale factor if you want it to be twice the size or 4 times the size, or so on. And on the advanced settings, you can change the preset that is being used. For example, high fidelity if you want high resolution and detailed visuals. If you want text refined for optimized sharp text, you can have low resolution images to be a bit higher in resolution, for example, screenshots. You can play around with the sharpness, the denoise, the face enhancement, the creativity, and so on. And once all the settings are in place, you can just click on upscale, and you just need to wait a couple of minutes for the software to process the image. And then I'm going to show you how it does it. So this is the final product that the software created. We can check out the original one and the upscale one. If we click on this option on the bottom left, we can compare the images using this slider. For example, if we were to check specifically the face that we're seeing right there, if we move the slider, we can see that the final product is much more refined. It is much more detailed, as well as the water on the ground. On the original image is a bit blurry, but if we move the slider, we can see that it's much more defined and upscaled, and it is true to all of the elements on the image. For example, these boxes, the bricks, even the water that is falling, the rain is much more defined on the final image. And if you go back to the assets tool, you have the final image right here that you can download, or you can add to a different folder inside of Higgsfield's software. If you download it, you can use it locally in your computer for any of the purposes that you want to use it. And just as easy as that, you can create images to animate and create a B-roll inside of your videos. As you saw, using the free tool of Popcorn inside of Higgsfield is as easy as that. You can create a quick B-roll, then you can transform your images into any of the styles that you have in mind. You can apply your own faces to the images. Then you can upscale the images for you to use in different projects. And all in all of the tools that the software have are really deep and really easy to understand. They are really intuitive and easy to understand. And I really hope you guys use it. Once again, my name is Santiago. I really invite you to use this software and check out all of the functionalities that it has. And without further ado, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.